The crypt arrived without warning, an enigma wrapped in darkness and silence. It drifted through the void of space, like a ghost ship, its metallic surface pitted with age and cosmic radiation. Humanity first detected it when one of their deep space probes sent back fragmented images. At first glance, it appeared to be nothing more than an asteroid, a jagged, lifeless rock tumbling aimlessly through the galaxy. But upon closer inspection, scientists realized that this was no ordinary object. The crypt was artificial. Generations had passed since humanity had encountered any evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. Stories of alien contact were relegated to myth, whispered among conspiracy theorists and science fiction enthusiasts. Yet here it was, undeniable proof that they were not alone. News of the discovery spread across Earth like wildfire, igniting debates, fears, and hopes. Governments scrambled to claim ownership, while private corporations plotted how best to exploit the artifact for profit or power. In the end, however, it fell under the jurisdiction of the United Nations Exploration Coalition, UNEC, which assembled a team of experts to investigate. Among those chosen for the mission was Dr. Alina Hart, an astrophysicist known for her work on quantum anomalies. She stood at the helm of the expedition vessel Aurora *, staring out at the looming structure as it loomed larger in the viewport. Beside her was Captain Marcus Kane, a seasoned astronaut whose calm demeanor masked the sharp tactical mind. Rounding out the crew were engineers, biologists, linguists, and historians, all united by curiosity and ambition. When they docked with the crypt, there was no grand ceremony, only tense anticipation. The airlock hissed open, revealing a dimly lit corridor lined with strange symbols etched into the walls. The symbols pulsed faintly, as if alive, casting eerie shadows that danced across the floor. As the team stepped inside, their boots echoed ominously against the cold metal. "This place feels wrong," murmured Dr. Liam Torres, the team's xenobiologist. His voice trembled slightly, betraying unease despite his years of experience studying unknown environments. "It's just old tech," replied Elena, though she couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching them. "Let's focus on gathering data." As they ventured deeper, the corridors twisted unnaturally, defying conventional geometry. Doors opened and closed on their own, leading them further into the labyrinthine interior. They found rooms filled with incomprehensible machinery, some humming softly, others eerily silent. One chamber contained what appeared to be storage pods, each holding a humanoid figure suspended in a translucent gel. These beings bore little resemblance to humans. Their elongated limbs and featureless faces suggested they belonged to a species far removed from anything humanity had imagined. But the true marvel lay at the heart of the crypt, a massive sphere suspended in midair, glowing with an otherworldly light. It pulsed rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat. When Elena approached it, she felt a strange resonance, as if the sphere were communicating directly with her mind. Images flooded her thoughts, stars collapsing, galaxies colliding, civilizations rising and falling. And then came the message, clear and unambiguous. You have been given the key to unlock eternity. At first, no one understood what the sphere was or what it could do, but over weeks of painstaking analysis, the team deciphered fragments of its purpose. It was a repository of knowledge, containing the collective wisdom of countless civilizations. More importantly, it was a source of unimaginable energy, capable of powering entire worlds or bending the fabric of reality itself. The implications were staggering. Back on Earth, news of the discovery sparked both awe and greed. While some hailed the crypt as a gift from benevolent creators, others saw it as a weapon waiting to be wielded. Corporations lobbied for control, arguing that such power should belong to those who could monetize it. Governments countered that it was too dangerous to entrust to private hands. Debates raged in the halls of power, but ultimately, humanity's insatiable hunger for progress won out. Engineers reverse-engineered parts of the crypt's technology, adapting it to suit human needs. Within months, cities began running on clean, limitless energy. Diseases once thought incurable vanished as medical advancements soared. Space travel became trivial, allowing humanity to colonize distant planets and moons. For the first time in history, Earth experienced peace and prosperity on a scale never before imagined. Yet, not everyone celebrated these achievements. A small faction of scientists and philosophers warned of unforeseen consequences. We don't fully understand this technology, argued Dr. Pryor, a prominent ethicist. What if we're tampering with forces beyond our comprehension? Her warnings went largely ignored. After all, humanity had always thrived on innovation, pushing boundaries and defying limits. Why stop now? Years passed, and the Crypt's influence grew. Entire economies depended on its energy. Wars ceased because there was no longer any need to fight over resources. Even climate change reversed as advanced terraforming techniques restored balance to Earth's ecosystems. Humanity declared itself the master of the universe, confident in its newfound dominance. But then, cracks began to form. It started subtly, a malfunction in a reactor core, followed by inexplicable weather patterns on Mars. Then came reports of people experiencing vivid nightmares, visions of destruction and despair. Some claimed to hear whispers in languages they didn't recognize, urging them to destroy the sphere. These accounts were dismissed as hysteria, side effects of living in a rapidly changing world, until the day the sphere spoke again. Its voice reverberated across every communication channel, drowning out all other noise. Asterisk, you have misused the gift. Asterisk, it intoned, heavy with sorrow. Asterisk, eternity cannot be owned, only shared. Your arrogance has awakened forces you cannot control. Asterisk. Panic gripped the globe as systems powered by the sphere began to fail. Cities plunged into darkness. Colonies on distant planets lost contact with Earth. Worst of all, the Crypt itself began to destabilize, emitting waves of energy that warped reality wherever they touched. Time bent and fractured, creating pockets where moments repeated endlessly or skipped ahead decades in an instant. Desperate to undo the damage, Elena returned to the Crypt along with a skeleton crew. By now, she was older, her hair streaked with gray, but her determination remained undiminished. Inside the Crypt, the sphere glowed brighter than ever, pulsating violently. We need to shut it down, she said, addressing the entity within. Tell us how. The sphere responded, showing her another vision. This time she saw humanity, not as conquerors, but as stewards. The sphere wasn't meant to grant unlimited power. It was meant to teach responsibility, to guide them toward coexistence, rather than domination. With great reluctance, Elena activated the self-destruct sequence hidden within the Crypt's core. As the countdown began, the sphere emitted one final message. Asterisk, remember this lesson, lest you repeat your mistakes. Asterisk. The explosion consumed the Crypt, sending shockwaves rippling through space. On Earth, the lights flickered and died as the sphere's energy dissipated. Civilization faltered, forced to rebuild without its crutch. But amidst the chaos, there was hope. Humanity had learned the cost of hubris and the value of restraint. In the years that followed, stories of the Crypt became legend, passed down through generations. Some viewed it as a cautionary tale, while others saw it as a reminder of humanity's potential for growth. Though the sphere was gone, its legacy endured, not as a tool of conquest, but as a symbol of humility. And so humanity moved forward, wiser and more cautious, forever changed by the drifting Crypt that had once promised them the stars.